Good evening, Rotorua, and welcome to City News. In tonight's bulletin, Te Matarai who celebrate taking the Supreme Award at Te Matatini o Te Rā. A man is in police custody after a shooting incident in Sunset Road, and the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic start their season with a win. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Rotorua-based Te Matarai who has taken the World Kapahaka title in Gisborne at Te Matatini o Te Rā. The group won most of the individual awards, including Best Male and Female Leader. The festival is regarded as the premier Māori cultural performing arts festival and is the world's largest celebration of Māori performing arts. Te Matarai who have spent the past year preparing for their 25-minute action-packed performance, which was watched by more than 10,000 people. Coming in second were Te Wakahuia, and third place went to Te Whānau a Apanui. Festival Executive Director Darren Apanui says the Gisborne event involved 42 teams from Australia and New Zealand competing for the title of the greatest kapahaka team of the world. Mr Apanui says the Te Tairawhiti Cultural Development Trust and the Gisborne community really turned it on to host the thousands of people who came to the region over the last week. Rotorua will host the next World Championships in 2013. A man is in police custody after an incident in Sunset Road today in which another man was reported to have been shot. Police were alerted to the incident at about 10 a.m. and the Armed Offenders Squad was called in and the area was cordoned off. The incident happened near Sunset Primary School, which went into temporary lockdown. Principal Niels Rasmussen says the police informed the school that pupils should be kept inside their classroom until the all clear was given. The condition of the man who was shot is not known and police are yet to provide further details. Breast cancer survivors met in Rotorua over the weekend to participate in the Casting for Recovery program. The program uses fishing as a physiotherapy tool.
I'm Sherry Fikert. I'm the Executive Director of Casting for Recovery in New Zealand. We brought the program here last February. This is our second ever retreat. It's an American-based program and it's a 2.5-day weekend of fun and support at no cost to the participants apart from their travel and a one-day licence. Sadly, they must be breast cancer people at any age and stage to a point where they can stand. If they're more secondary than that, we can't have them because of the water. But as you see, these 14 precious angels have only been out since 9 o'clock this morning, so 4 hours, and they've already learnt the basics of fly fishing. It's fantastic.
Why did you come up with this program? What's so beneficial about it?
When you remove a breast, that scar underneath just wants to attach. What this action does is prevents that, so the tissue underneath has to move, and it also helps lymphedema drainage. And Linda Top's sister, Linda's here today, Jules, had a breast removed in 2006. And Linda, being a keen fly fisherman, they did a bio on this on their tour, and that's how I heard about it. And Linda just said, if you put it on, I'll come. So this is the second year she's come to help us.
That's fantastic. How did these people find out about it?
We're on a website called nzfishing.com, or you can look up www.castingforrecovery.org.nz.
13 women from around the country took part in the Casting for Recovery program. There's been a mixed reaction to the City Council's announcement that it needs to find $3.6 million for interest on loans for the airport. But the consensus is it's too late to turn back now. Rotorua Chamber of Commerce Chief Executive Roger Gordon says the organisation is surprised by the announcement. Mr Gordon says from an economic growth perspective, the Chamber supported the airport redevelopment as it would contribute to the city's growth. Former chairman of the Rotorua Tourism Advisory Board, Warren Harford, says it seems like a lot of money in the short term, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Mr Harford says the airport is a long-term investment and we may have to put up with some short-term pain for that gain. In sport, Juliana Naupo helped propel the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic to a 51-36 win over her former side, the Southern Steel, in the Trans-Tasman Netball League. Naupo, who played 6 games for the Steel in 3 years before moving to the Magic this season, returned to haunt her former franchise as the 20-year-old goal attack produced a polished display for her new team. Naupo's shooting partner Irene van Dijk was her usual efficient self, succeeding with 36 of her 40 shots. The Steel were in the hunt at the half-time mark, but at the Energy Event Centre they ended up trailing by 27 to 22, but were outscored by 10 goals in the second half. The Magic faced the table-topping Northern Mystics on Thursday in Auckland. And to your weather, Rotorua and the surrounding areas. Tonight, long fine spells, light winds, overnight low of 15. Tomorrow, Tuesday, cloud increasing, chance afternoon shower. Northerly winds, a high of 23 and a low of 15. Wednesday, early showers, then fine. Southeasterlies, a high of 21 and a low of 16. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Tuesday, northeast 10 knots developing in the morning, dying out at night. Low waves, cloudy periods and chance of shower. Coming up after the break, we hear about the Rotorua District Choir. Conductor Martin Heath joins us. I speak with the 3 new student counsellors at Westbrook School, and Irene Beggar's back with what to do when the love starts to fade. City News returns right after this break.